everyone. Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us at this virtual H.E.R Health and Wellness series. Today's topic going to be quite interesting because we have two very interesting speakers with us. We'll be talking about something that is, quite unique, right? Their topic is on a healer's hand, a holistic healthcare through Eastern natural healing. All right, thank you so much for joining us today. Greatly appreciate it. So it's TGIF. So let your head down, relax, and enjoy today's session. Okay, I'll begin with an introduction first, and we will have the panel discussion and followed by a wellness demo in which these two certified practitioners will be sharing with you shortly. Okay, so a little bit about us, right? So if you've heard of H.E.R Entrepreneur, it is an omni-channel media platform where we inspire, educate, empower, and connect entrepreneurs, leaders, government, and investors across Asia. And we felt that health and wellness is also an important aspect in one's success, and therefore we created this platform so that working professionals and their family can also be empowered with these health and wellness content and programs. All right, so traditionally before COVID, this is before COVID, okay, it's 2019, you see the dates there, we gather, right, regularly every month, and also for conferences, once every year, where we gather the C-suites and founders across Asia and Singapore, as well as in Malaysia. So that's a little bit about us. So that is our community as well. It's very inclusive and diverse, a good mix of men and women, of course. Speakers, attendees wise, it's the same, right? We believe in diversity, and you might be wondering then why H.E.R, because the whole idea is to attract more female founders to want to be part of this network and to learn how to grow the business, not just within the community, but beyond. Okay, so we have also done virtual activities as well. This is your first time attending our session. So these are some snapshots of our events that happened this year that was virtual. Okay, so for more updates, feel free to like our Facebook page, H.E.R Health Wellness, on Instagram, Her Health Wellness Asia. And yeah, this would be the feedback form that I need all of you to fill. So don't forget. So remember to fill up before you leave. Okay, so next up, I'd like to introduce the speakers today. So I'm going to introduce first Michael. Michael was a corporate person since graduation, but chanced upon a unique and revolutionary healing method while on a business program in 2014 when he was based in China. And he was so convinced of his, therapy, East meets West therapy, that he studied the basics of TCM in Beijing and further learned the skills of TCM, meridian points, and acupressure points massage in Guangzhou. He understudied several teachers before coming back to Singapore to practice in 2019. His method of therapy utilizes Western EMS machine, combined with TCM knowledge of Twina, and has helped several clients ranging from the usual clients, aches and pains, to Parkinson's, MSA, neurological diseases patients, to active sportsmen with muscular injuries and for rehabilitation purpose. He has also provided pro bono work for charity groups and old folks home as well. And he's also very keen to help as many sufferers as possible and believes his hands and methods heal holistically. Let's welcome Michael. Michael, say hi to everyone.
Hi, everyone.
All right. Thank you for joining us today. Next up, I would like to introduce Tricia. Now, Tricia T is one of the first certified Seifu practitioners and instructors in our country, in Singapore. And she's interested in health and well-being and her belief in natural healing, the art of following, allowing the body to utilize its own potential to heal itself. And in her free time, she also offers complimentary Seifu treatment for patients in hospitals and residents of hospices that she regularly visits. So by nature, she loves helping people and she has a passion in having people around her benefit from her healing. And she is, of course, most happy and fulfilled when she's doing so. She learned Seifu technique because of her interest in natural healing and wanted to explore more of the benefits of self-healing without medication. And her journey on sound healer began this year, and she's now certified professional sound therapist. All right, let's welcome Tricia. Tricia, thank you so much for joining us. All right, so the first question that I have for you today is, you started off doing something different. Tell us a little bit more about your background. Michael, you came from a corporate world. Tricia, I don't think you started off doing this. Tell us a little bit about your background and why did you choose to go into holistic health and wellness? Who'd like to start first? Michael.
Yes, thank you for allowing me to speak first. Usually it's ladies first, but okay, I'll just start first. Anyway, yes, thank you, Renee and her organization, kindly setting up such a platform for us to share and learn also. Yes, no doubt I'm a practitioner, but then again, we all learn together. And I hope after this session today, we can learn more, not just the participants here, but also practitioners like us, because we weren't born to know what's good for our health. Like myself and what Renee has mentioned just now, my friends and family members never ever think that, I mean, those who know me will never think that I'll dwell into what the healthcare or medical industry, because I've always been a corporate person up till I was 40 plus. And then when I went to China, at that point of time was quite a tough time for my family because my father had MSA. Now, MSA stands for multi-system atrophy. Multi-system means your entire body, all your organs, your system. Chinese, we call it 五脏六腑, starts to deteriorate. And when we went to the toxin geriatric medicine, the doctor says there is no medicine for MSA, no cure, no medicine. It's similar to Parkinson's, but worse than Parkinson's because the rate of deterioration is faster. Well, as a son of his, I couldn't accept it. My family members also could not accept it. So I went on a journey to find other alternative forms of treatments and cure. So cut the story short on that part. I chanced upon this unique technique. Now, China is all about Zhongyi, which is TCM. But then China now has brought in lots of alternative medicine, Western medicine, to complement what TCM is all about. All right, and they also understand that if we can merge the two, it gives patients and sufferers more options, and we can study more and for even chronic diseases and illnesses. There could be a better way of treating them rather than the traditional way. Many of you or yourself or your friends would have experienced aches and pains that doesn't go away. You know, you try Western medicine, you try TCM, you try whatever. It doesn't alleviate your pain. So this is what we hope to do, and I hope to do. So what this is all about, if you have heard of electromusculatory stimulation, all right, this is this was founded by the Greek, and then it was enhanced by the British and the Germans. The Germans used this electro-stimulation to heal soldiers who came back from the war with muscle injuries and nerve injuries. So they treat the injury at the point of pain. And in hospitals, in our modern setting now, even in Raffles Hospital and Glen Eagles, we have EMS for patients who who has chronic pains and certain illnesses and diseases. All right, but they are not cheap. All right, they are not cheap. Now, we Chinese believe in tuina. Tuina means we put pressure on the acupressure points, or we call it meridian points. In Chinese, we call 经络 and 穴位. Okay, we believe that your biological clock, certain points in your body affect certain muscles, certain 五脏六腑. So this is how we do the drainage, and we apply qi flow when we do the tuina method. So when you combine the tuina, the qi flow, and the electrostimulation, it helps your body to recover faster by way of charging your cells. All body cells need electrical charge. If you all know Bruce Lee himself, his autobiography, and there's this movie about him, Bruce Lee story. Jason Scott Lee, in a few scenes, you have seen him charging himself with this electrical energy. It's the same philosophy. It's the same philosophy because our body needs flow. Our body needs electrical charge. When anyone who has no electrical charge, they are as good as dead, or they are dead. So Bruce Lee uses this to gives him good blood circulation, rejuvenates his cells, and then most recently, Mike Tyson, he was invited for an exhibition fight. Yeah, he's very old, and while preparing and training for this fight 2 weeks ago, that 2 months prior to it, he had lots of injury and pains, of course, at his age 50 plus. He was still trying to fight. So he had help from, if you Google, he had help from a person who also administered EMS to him. And the story was amazing. 30 seconds after he went back for his training, and he turned back to ask his therapist, what did you do to me? All my pains and aches were gone thereafter. So this is what we do, and I'm not sure I've taken too much of the time, but then again, we are always open for questions. All right.
All right. Thank you so much, Michael, for sharing. Now, Tricia, you have an interesting video that you want to showcase. Right? Would you like me to showcase first before, or you would like to introduce a little bit more about yourself, your background? Why did you even choose this trait? Maybe you do a quick introduction before I showcase your video. Yeah.
Hello, everyone. And first of all, I'd like to thank Renee from H.E.R inviting me for these special sessions. That I'm honored to be here, and I'd like to share with you about what Seifu therapy is and how this can actually help you and your family. So why do I do this? So I am also from corporate. For the information, I'm actually a certified accountant. I've been practicing accountant for more than 20 years. And why do I do this is I chanced upon this therapy when I was in Malaysia, and this group of Japanese came to Malaysia teach me how to do the therapy. So it amazed me when I see that this is actually natural healing by just using the hands. Hands itself is actually can help on our own cell recovery. So I'm amazed, and I try on myself, and I find that this is so effective, especially when I do have my knee injury where I didn't know why, and I go to my doctors for the anti-inflammation surgery, the medications where I'm eating those anti-swelling pills and all this. Every 5 years I go to the doctors, and every 5 years doctors say, you came back last 5 years, and now it's still the same. I went to diagnose, and I went to find out what is it, and I couldn't find the reason. But once I learned this technique, I do this for myself, and now actually I don't have that at all. So that amazed me. Yeah. So of course, to enhance and help and to why do I practice this as a full time? So I will actually invite Renee to help me to play that video so that you can get to know me in why do I do this. Thank you so much.
All right. Okay. I will showcase a little short snippet about myself, and let's take a look. Hold on for a second. just to make sure that the sound, okay, all right, here it is.
I do not want other people to suffer as what I had. And I don't hope anyone that crossed my path to have this kind of suffering. That was a trip to visit Nagoya, which is the original place where this Seifu started. Many people who went up to share, like people who are doctors, who actually is a cancer survivor. When I see the testimony about that man that who can actually stood up after doing Seifu, that testimony reminded me about my father. And the person was initially has a bed sore, and the person could actually recover. If I could have known this at the time, and I would actually help my father to do Seifu, and he wouldn't need to suffer that way. So there are many wonderful things that Seifu can do. Seifu believes in lifting the skin. So by doing this, the imagination is something like a person is playing a string instrument. This is a kind of a rhythm that is played in the person's body. The body will actually hear the music and therefore produce the happy hormone in the body. Seifu is actually natural healing. And by doing Seifu on myself, I can maintain my wellness. Ever since I started this, I actually don't live in regret. What inspired me to help other people is because suffering this way is it's very torturing. And I don't hope anyone that I know, anyone that crossed my path to have this kind of suffering. So there are many wonderful things that Seifu can do. Therefore, I really feel that Seifu is a gift, and it's a gift that I'd like to share with many people.
All right, thank you so much for that beautiful video. All right, fantastic. So now back to, so Michael, you're good on screen, right? Or you're experimenting with different devices. Okay, so a little bit about, why you choose what you do, and both of you shared about your different techniques, right? And you talk about holistic healing. And there is one phrase, Tricia, in your bio also. It's about holistic healing over medication. Why? I mean, TCM, I don't know whether you call that medication, but 中药, right, is traditional Chinese medicine. It's only medicine, right? So how are you deviating or differentiating yourself from the, typical chemical medications, and how you think, your type of treatment could help patients rather than they taking in medication? Yeah. Who wants to start first? Okay, Michael, you go.
Yeah, I see. Our human body is an amazing healing organism. It heals almost anything, even cancer. A lot of medicine that we take, okay, let's separate it between Western medicine and traditional Chinese medicine. Now, Western medicine is a cliche, but we all know it treats the symptom, but not the root cause of the problem. So what Tricia and me, as well as the traditional way of healing, we are trying to awaken the body, to send endorphins, to send armies, to cure the area of pain, wherever it may be. I'm not too familiar with what Tricia is doing, but then again, I understand what she's doing because we are all the same. Your body needs circulation. Like what I mentioned just now, qi flow, 血液循环. Now, a lot of people that has diseases, pain, localized pain, say for example, you have injured your shoulder. Somebody was asking me a question, so just now I was busy typing. And then the same person, both of you fell, you have an injured shoulder, he has an injured shoulder, but how come he heals faster than you? Because his circulation is better. Imagine you have a cut on your hand, all right? You have a cut on your hand. When a person is diabetic or a person very low in immune system, you will see that the wound heals slower. Also, you can play back your own life. When you are younger, when you have a cut, your bruises, they heal a lot faster. And when you're older, 50, 60 plus, then the wound, the problem heals, takes a longer time to heal. So that's the reason why. What we promote is getting the body to understand where the problem is, and then where there's any passage in the body that is blocked, that's what we do. We clear the blockages. We clear the blockages. We make sure that the energy in your body, the natural energy as well as your blood, can go to the area of pain and problem to heal them. All right, Tricia.
How about you, Tricia? What's your take on such natural treatment versus taking in medication?
Okay, so of course, I agree with what Michael's sharing about the circulations. So what Seifu therapy does is actually we literally help on blood circulations, and of course we are doing what this therapy induces is actually relaxations. So a lot of time we feel that we are tense up, and then and when we tense up, the blood circulation is also not so good. So using relaxations, meaning we induce the person's body with the relaxation mode, so that you can actually receive the therapy, we receive the treatment, so that the blood circulation is better. Just for one of the example, like when we are young, we go for the jab, for any jab that at any age that you go. So when you see the doctor, what the doctor will ask you, relax, so that I can jab in. So for example, your body is actually not relaxed, you're already tense up. So can the jab actually go in? Not, isn't it? So we are actually using the relaxation way. We induce the rhythmic movement, helping the body to actually having relaxations, and so that the circulation is better. So we actually decompress the person's cell to expand the cell, allowing more cells, more level, more space for the cell to actually move. So with the cell which is more active, the circulation will be better. Just one very simple example. We relate to our what happened to us during the circuit breaker, during the when we are actually locked down. So all of us are staying in the house. We cannot go out. So we are compressed. We are in the very small space. So this is the same thing that if let's say our cell is actually in a very small space, there's no movement at all, then the cell is actually fatigued. So when the cell is fatigued, that means it's lack of circulation. So then the cell cannot move. So the therapy itself actually help the cell to move, because by letting the space, expanding the space, allowing the cell to actually move better, and therefore this can actually induce the circulation in the person's body. Yeah. So overall, actually the very, very simple things is about when any ailment kicks in, probably the original things that we are looking at is actually circulations of a person's body. So it depends on at which area the person is actually lack of. For example, people may be having lungs cancer. What is it due to? It's also because the cell is actually not healthy. So a long time, then it causes the persons to have this not enough circulations, and therefore it fall into the chronic ailment. Yeah. So we are here to help on the circulations, and at the same time produce the happy hormone, letting the person to actually feel more relaxed. Yeah. By having more relaxation, actually you actually have pain relief. So then with the pain relief, you actually can reduce the consumption of the painkillers.
Right, interesting. So how about mental wellness, mental health? Does such therapy treatment, from Michael or Tricia could help, build more positive, sort of mental wellness, that sort of thing? Any thoughts?
Yeah, this is what we aim to achieve. Let me just give very simple example of patients. You will notice that these patients, both of them could be suffering from the same illness. Let's say cancer, for example. All the stories that you hear about cancer patients, these two persons may suffer from the exact same cancer, but then how come one recovers and the other doesn't recover? And if you study the profile and you study that person's demeanor, the person who has recovered, is always cheerful, willing to try a lot of things, and the person is happier. So your body listens to your mind. So Renee has brought up a very, very good question. Let's leave religion out of all this discussion about medicine and health and wellness. I have met a lot of people who are very resistant. They resist based on religious beliefs. But then if one can put those beliefs away and then try and understand yourself more, once you're able to be happy, will yourself to recover, that will yourself to recover sends all these good soldiers, all these endorphins and hormones, reproduction, yes, to help you heal your body. So being in a, like what Tricia said, relaxed state, and I would say a happier state, more confident state, more faith, you'll be able to use your body to help you heal from your problem.
Okay, any thoughts, Tricia? Does your pinching help in any ways?
Yeah. Yeah, it's actually a lifting, it's not the pinchings. And then so that it's actually medical journal actually shows that when the therapy actually tested on animals, but I think it's monkey, that actually shows that the brainwave actually move, meaning that it's a brainwave therapy by doing this. Just for example, when we do this is a lifting method. So when we do this, we actually do a rhythmic movement. So the rhythmic movement actually moves the person's body. So the nervous system actually transfer the information to the brain to say that this is actually moving. There's a wave moving. So the feeling is something like when you are actually sitting on the swing, or I'm sure everyone of us actually gone through this childhood time, or even now if they like to go to the playground, sit on the swing. So having the swing, the kind of rhythmic movement, actually it helps on the rhythmic movement, and therefore it actually helps our brain to relax. Yeah. So by having the kind of relaxation, that actually help on our production of serotonin. Yeah, so that actually like just like for example, some of my clients, when the clients come and see me, I mean one of them, she haven't even actually diagnosed with whatever cancer. She was waiting for the result. I went to actually help her. After I help her, I did the therapy for her. She stood up and said, actually I have no ailment already. I feel so happy. I'm so light now. What is it happen to this person? So the person actually feel that this is actually bringing so much of serotonin, so much of happiness to her, and she feel that, yeah, I am actually healed. I'm actually feel better now. Of course, this is how the person actually perceive, and not everyone actually. It's a case of starting from the mindset. Like for example, mind over body. So if our mind coming to this treatment is like telling, I'm just testing and see how this is. Yeah, I think cannot one now because my daughter or my caregiver actually wants me to do this. Therefore, I come here. So it could be different kind of things. So the acceptance of the person who wants to come to have these treatments, the belief, the faith. So it's really combined together. If the mind say, okay, actually I don't believe in this one. I don't believe in Seifu therapy. So it's just that my daughter, then I just want to prove her wrong. So that the person already don't have the kind of a thought that this is helpful. So it won't actually help. So it's about the mindset, it's about acceptance that my body wants to heal. My brain told me that my body wants to heal. My brain told me that my body is accepting this, and the healing it start very fast. Yeah, thank you.
Interesting. Right. Are there any questions from the attendees? Feel free to type in, or you can unmute yourself. You can showcase on your video as well if you have any questions to these two very interesting practitioners, right? So we talked about the mind, we talked about the physical health. How about nutrition-wise, right? You know, I mean, is this part of what you study as well? Because I think everything comes together, right? No point having a bad diet, and then every time you just do treatment and therapy, and then you know, you just clash, right? Right. So what's your advice?
Nutrition is a very important part of your well-being. You'll hear people say gut health is your body health. Yes, nutrition is very, very important. You are what you eat. So be careful of binging on certain food. But in a holistic way. Yeah.
Are you referring to more of snacks, or are you referring to certain type of food just can't be taken?
I don't know. You see, some people are just quite I don't know, it could be age, or it could be preference. I don't know whether, Renee, yourself, you have seen people who's been eating the same thing over and over and over again. So what I'm trying to advocate here is you can eat a lot of things, but then do it in moderate amount, and don't keep eating the same thing over and over again. And for us in the TCM, we always believe no cold food and no cold drinks. So all your drinks must be at least lukewarm, even room temperature drinks are actually not very good for your body. So no ice. So all your bubble tea, all your ice creams, they are all no good for your body, because
you say no good means it leads to what? Degeneration, or it leads to you having more ailments later, or what sort of no good? No good in what sense?
See, coldness harms your body. Coldness shocks your body. In Chinese, we call 湿气寒冷. So if your body is cold, it will affect your organs. It will affect cell reproduction. And when it affects cell reproduction and it hinders blood flow, so everything slows down. Everything goes into a dormant state. When everything goes into a dormant state, your entire body is an ecosystem. So the ecosystem slows down. When the ecosystem slows down, detoxification slows down. Everything slows down. So all your problems will come. All your problems will come.
How about Tricia? What's about the Seifu? Any Seifu sort of nutrition advice? Or?
Okay, Seifu therapy itself is a therapy. Of course, just doing the therapy alone is not the standalone. It has to be holistic. So, for example, a person may be in the situations that the person is facing like diabetic. So the person's the way that the person consume, it has to be very careful. And even like for us, everyone, for example, the cancer patients. So what will me actually advise them is you have to be your body has to be more alkaline. So meaning taking more vegetables. Of course, it has to be balanced in the way that the person also can adjust to it. So the nutrient part is about how the activity of the persons that the person is doing every day. So for example, maybe you are active, you are not active, you are sitting at the desk. So all this is actually different. So like for example, a person that maybe somebody say, hey, you have to eat a lot of protein in order to build muscle. But the thing is, if the person is not active, and you won't be able to build muscle out of the protein that you consume, then what happened to the excess protein?
So I guess both of you are against like things like are you against supplements or things like protein shakes. Since we talk about protein, right? Protein shakes or supplements. Are you against that? Or do you think that's good versus medication, or that's bad?
I wouldn't advocate taking protein shakes because these are all artificial. So if you want protein, there are tons
artificial. So I saw it with my own eyes where I have a cancer patients, because the parents actually don't think that she's consuming enough protein, and he actually went to take protein shake. I saw it actually even actually worse off by taking the protein shake. Yeah.
Oh, right.
So do a different. So the real food is still a bad food. So of course we want to go as organic as possible, but the thing is not everyone can afford that.
Oh,
Not
okay.
everyone can actually afford that.
Cod fish
So
oil, that okay, right? Cod fish oil. No, better not.
codfish oil as in the liquid or the omega.
The capsule.
Yeah, so I think that is okay. That's actually part of supplements already.
Okay, fantastic. So the next one we cover, both of you very interestingly, besides health, right, and wellness, you also talk about beauty. So, I mean, your treatment would resolve just the surface skin, or is it trying to resolve what's internal and therefore it shows on your skin? Maybe share with us more. And later on, we'll move into the demo session where you share with us how to do it at home, right? Okay, so Tricia, since you're on screen, yeah.
Okay, so Seifu therapy is actually not only for your body. It's actually a whole body, which is inclusive. It's a whole skin. Something the skin is actually a body. So this actually can be done on the face as well. It's actually helping our face to rejuvenate. It's helping in giving us the aesthetic result using natural healings. So doing on the face is actually trying to detox our face so that the body, the cell actually become better. And when you do it on the face itself, it actually improve the elastin of the face. So what happened if your elastin is not doing well? So of course, you're going through this, everyone will go through that. So when our elastin is not doing well, that means to say that the production of collagen is actually lesser, and our face can be actually.
How to produce more collagen then?
So by doing Seifu on the face, this can actually help to achieve the aesthetic result using natural healings. So just like one example, when you do Seifu therapy on the eyelid itself, this can actually help to actually prevent the drooping of the eyelid. At the same time, this can actually help to hydrate the eyeballs. So for example, like when we are aged, we actually hearing many people having this thing is like, oh, I need to drop artificial eye drops. That is reliance on another artificial drops on the eyes. But doing Seifu therapy, this actually help inside out, which is helping the eyelid to actually firmer by doing the exercise, I mean by doing the lifting, and also hydrate the eyeball so that you are not relying on the eye drops. And also, if you are hardworking enough, doing this can actually help to improve the vision, meaning either you are facing short-sightedness, long-sightedness, depends on what kind of condition you are facing. So this can actually help on that kind of conditions. So it's about practicing it on a daily basis as much as possible so that your eyes can be rejuvenated. And of course, in this kind of era, we do have situations that every one of us are facing screen. Like me now looking at the screen, attending events, and we are attending so many Zoom meetings, Zoom event, webinar, all this. So our eyes actually exposed to blue lights. By doing this more on the eye, it actually helps to rejuvenate our eyes.
Oh,
Then
can it
from that,
improve our eyesight?
yeah, it can if you
Oh,
are.
wow, interesting. So, Michael, how about yourself about beauty? I don't understand why TCM, beauty, skin. Wow, wow. Is it from within internal and then therefore it improves the skin, or you do something that's also external, or is it both, or what? Yeah.
Okay. What me and my colleagues do, we have a fair amount of women folks who come to us for beauty treatments. What do we do with beauty treatments? Actually, we divide it into two parts. Skin rejuvenation, or you want to do skin tightening, depending on how old you are. So I'm going to tell you at which age do we have patients that come for skin tightening. So I mean, let me touch on skin rejuvenation. I don't know, you can see if my skin is good. Just joking. Now,
Very good.
Thank you.
Good job.
Bioenergy electrostimulation does what we do using our stimulation. It's very mild and very soothing electrical energy that we do to your face. Okay, it is using our fingers, so don't worry, there is no gadget or anything used. We use our fingers, and through our fingers there's electrical field. All right, it's very amazing. You have to try to believe it. So what we do is we massage. There are certain points in the face that releases endorphins, like I mentioned, and there are certain points in the face that helps your cell rejuvenate. Ladies will know how you can keep your skin youthful looking. You need your internal cells to replenish. The old cells die, the new cells come out. So why we look older and older? Because when we grow older, this process is slower. So what do we do? We help the process to be faster. So those who feel that you have dull skin, your skin is not as smooth as before, okay, we can do this massage stimulation to make sure your skin cells rejuvenate faster. And also we do lymphatic drainage. Okay, what's lymphatic drainage? Means to drain the toxins. There are dead cells. There are dead cells above and below your epidermis, your skin layer. So we need to purge all these cells, all these dead cells out of your body, so that you can have new skin. Because if your dead cells are still there, then your new skin will not be able to come out, right? And the other thing that we do is, I was mentioning skin tightening. That's for our mature folks whose skin saggy, and we can clear all these wrinkles. We have tons and tons of photos and testimonials. If any one of you wants to see all these photos, I can show it to you readily. You will see that aunties, 60 years old, wrinkles, and the wrinkles gone in less than what, 3-4 sessions. In fact, after the first session, you can see the difference.
Interesting. So no need for mask anymore. No need to go for facial. Yeah, just do
no. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't mind to admit I used to go for facial when I was younger, and I was in a corporate environment. Needs to look good, look good. My boss likes me, my customer likes me. But after a while, I understand. If you go to a spa, of course they do the usual, wash your skin, remove your blackheads, whiteheads, blah blah blah. But there's a portion whereby they put that mist, the hot mist, on your face. You know, that is the most important process. So what does that hot air, the hot mist
expand your pores?
Yes, to open your pores so that your toxins can be removed, your dead cells can be removed. All right. So after they do that again, they will do the removal, and then they put mask. The mask is to make sure that your skin absorbs the nutrients, and this is what we are doing. We apply oil, but different kinds of oil for different kind of skin, so that the nutrients will be absorbed by the skin.
Oh,
Renee.
interesting. Right, we've got
Yeah.
two questions. We'll quickly answer them and then we'll go into the demo session, right? The very exciting part. So one question is from Gary with regards to scoliosis, if any one of you can answer, and the other is on sexual health. Yeah, any one of those questions that you can answer, please feel free. Who would like to start first?
Scoliosis, we have a very interesting video. I can share to anyone who wants to see the video. Let me just articulate it out, what the video showed. The video was taken in year 2016. Yeah, 2016. There was a boy with a serious scoliosis, so serious that he was walking bending. Okay, scoliosis is because of your spinal cord. You see, scoliosis, all your vertebra, they all collapse. When it collapses, this person will go into a what we call an S shape. You know, some not so obvious. You can probably see only left shoulder higher or the other shoulder higher. But the more serious one, they walk with a S shape. You know, that's very, very tough. And so what we do. You will see in the video, my teacher, the one that I learned from, he spent 9 months, and there was a almost 30 degrees improvement. Means it was bent and it was up 30 degrees. Okay, why does our method work? Because scoliosis, when your bone starts to sag, okay, it also means that the muscles that are holding your spinal cord, your vertebra, the muscles are weak. That's why you hear people say that, you know, muscle dystrophy, because of the muscles are weak. So when we charge the energy to the specific spinal cord, your muscles are strengthened. When we keep strengthening your muscles will be able to hold the bones straight up rather than all sag. So that is our special method, our philosophy. To treat scoliosis, you need to treat the muscles. Unless you want to go to a Western remedy whereby they slice your back open and then they put nuts and screw and then they screw you back up straight. That process is not only very costly but very painful. And then you need to have all the screws in the body forever. So what we do, as I mentioned, we treat the muscles, we treat the nerves that lines your spinal cord, to H.E.R, to activate the nerves so that the nerves are able to tell the muscles to grow, to strengthen, to grow, to strengthen, to hold it in its place. Renee.
Okay, great, fantastic. Tricia, so we've got two questions. See which you're most comfortable in answering. Yeah.
Okay, so for the scoliosis, so what Seifu therapy can do is actually helping the persons. I think she actually mentioned about the pain relief. So doing Seifu therapy can help the person to actually have pain relief. So I do have this client recently, and when I help her with the Seifu therapy, so he could actually help more relax. So it's more on the relaxation because we are not using any equipment like what Michael is using. We are just using two hands. So giving them a relaxation is already helping them a lot in terms of their day-to-day life. Yeah. So that is what Seifu therapy can do, because I think not every therapy is actually using when you're not using the equipments or something like that. So it may not totally help in terms of this. So it has to be a combination in terms of helping another person's. So that's why what I believe is actually a person's healing can be a holistic kind of a manner. It's not like one method will heal all. It should be combination. Just for example, we were talking about supplements. Talking about foods. So all these things has to come together. Even about exercise. If a person keep doing this but not doing exercise, so not in a balanced kind of lifestyle, so the person may not actually having the total healings. So, and also the amount we learn about mind, body, and then about food, about the mental and physical. So all this is actually combinations. Yeah. So that's all I have.
All right. So let's move into the demo session. All right. who would like to start first, and you could introduce what this demo does and how does it help us and things like that, the benefits of it. Yeah, who would like to start first? Tricia, you have it ready?
Okay, so so for me, it's very simple. It's manual therapy. So what you need in doing this is only with the heart and also your hand. So
Wow,
long as
and the hands. Okay, so attendees, feel free to switch on your video and all that. No worries. And then you can ask questions later, you know, during the networking or Q&A, you know, informal session. So right now it's more of a demo session. Feel free to switch on your video and participate, join in, okay? All right.
yeah, so this is what I used to teach my students. So indeed, I actually conduct classes and teach people how to do this themselves at any time, any place they want. So it's just very simple. So today is just teaching you on just using 2 fingers. Just a matter of 2 fingers, you can actually help yourself in terms of rejuvenating your body. So just, I'm sure everyone knows what is okay sign. Okay sign as in is only this way. Okay signs is like this. So what we do is just using 2 fingers to help our body. I mean, I'm not going through to our body itself. I'm just going to do this on the palm. So what we do is, firstly, we just do a lift, hold the place that we're going to do, and then do a lift, and then hold, and then we put back. So this is the technique that we're going to do, is which is hold, lift, and then put back. Hold, lift, and then put back. Hold, lift, and then put back. Yeah. So this is a very simple technique that you can do this anytime, any place that you want. And one of the things that I always think is, you don't make yourself feeling that that is actually very complicated. As if you think that is so complicated, so one of the places you can practice is always, you can do it on the ear. So just like 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2.
How does it help us? What's the benefit of doing all this?
Doing on the ear actually has many acupressure points. So by doing on the ear, it can actually help on blood circulation, and also people who are having the for example, the so-called the you actually have hearing all the sound. So and then you're actually having a lot of hearing, I mean, like that kind of situation. This can actually help. And also during the situations when I met people actually fainted at the MRT stations, I actually use this technique to help the person in this emergency state, so that the person can wake up. And this actually happened. So you can actually use this technique helping the person that who's at the emergency state. Just go and lift the ear. So this technique is not pressing. I'm not doing tweener at all. So it's actually decompress. It's decompressed, it is not compressing, it's not pressing.
Or you
So
must know which part of the ear, right?
So it doesn't matter.
Oh, doesn't matter. Oh, so this is associated to where? Therefore, the person woke up.
So ear is actually very, very close to our brain,
Okay.
and then it's actually helping the blood circulation. Remember the main issue we actually having some ailment. First of all, it's because of the circulations. So by doing a lifting at the ear, firstly, it has actually help on the blood circulations. And furthermore, when the person at the blackout state, right? So the person has already in very poor in terms of circulations. So what I did is actually I do this on the ear, and this can actually help the person to wake up. So in the event you actually see someone or even your relative having this, please use this technique, help them so that they can actually get through this emergency. Yeah, so this is one of the things that I will share with all of you. Yeah, I think it's very simple. So if you are not sure about this, please ask me. I will help you. I will teach you how to do it.
Okay, fantastic. How about Michael? What are some of the easy tricks that we can do at home at the comfort of our own desk?
So sorry. I don't have one or two things that it is so special, because mine still we need to use the entire tweener technique, and also we need to employ the usage of the EMS machine. It's a very small machine. So I'm so sorry I can't do any demo now. I actually wanted somebody to come, but then again, I don't find, seriously, what I do, you have to feel it. You have to feel the energy and current that goes through your body, clear all your blockages, and you rejuvenate yourself. That is what I do. But then, okay, since I don't have a special technique like what Tricia has, maybe I'll just answer the other question, which somebody asked: is more sex healthier for the body, or does it harm the body? I don't see how sex can harm the body. Sex is a form of exercise. I don't know how many times it is good for individual. Same thing like running. How many times do we need to run or to jog? I think it's individual. And I think the most important thing is yourself and your partner must enjoy the process. So that is back to what I've always preached. You must be happy doing it. You must be happy. You must be so. Yeah, sex is of course is good, and I'm not joking. If you have you're able to perspire after a session, that will be even better, because in TCM we believe in perspiration. That's one thing which I forgot to add just now with regards to detoxification via your pores. Detoxification via your pores, you need to sweat it out, yeah, so that your toxins can be properly purged from your skin. I guess all of you would know there are 3 places of detox: your mouth, your armpits, and of course your lower parts. The other place that you can detox is the biggest organ in your body, which is your skin. Renee?
Oh, interesting. Okay, so must sweat it out, must go and run, must exercise.
Have to.
The skin
Every day.
must
No, sorry. You need not be running.
Oh.
But every day you can do certain activity, or you can even don't run. I have patients who are really very lazy. He said, no, I can't run. Okay, maybe they have knee injury, they don't want to run. So I said, doesn't matter. Do you have a steam room? Do you have a sauna room? That will do. You can lock yourself in a sauna room or steam room, sweat it out for about 10 to 15 minutes every day. It will do wonders for your skin. It will do wonders, and you'll save tons of money going to the facial salon.
Yeah, same goes to doing Seifu therapy. So doing Seifu therapy can also help on detoxification. So that's why for me, when I do apply essential oils, the way I apply compared to the rest of people are all different. So I do believe that we need to detox our body before we receive it. So just very simple kind of analogy. When the skin is full of dust or toxins, so how can the nutrient actually penetrate inside our body? So that is the analogy behind why do we need to detox our body. Yeah.
Detox your body, then you can apply whatever they want to apply on your skin. Oh, yep. So you guys don't apply like the normal commercial from Watsons and all that, No, you use special stuff, TCM blend and essential oil.
So I do use essential oil. I love essential oil, and I do that. And then for, let's say, for even Seifu therapy is actually really good in terms of helping pigmentations. So with all the people actually using aesthetic way to basic and all this, actually have the time span. Let's say it had a limited time period. So doing rejuvenate your skin is important because it's actually with your skin forever. It will last forever. Yeah.
All right, thank you so much for your sharing today. Greatly appreciate it. Let's give them a round of applause. Yeah, you have the reactions button, right? Yeah, clap your hands. All right, thank you so much for sharing today. And for those of you who would like to join us more frequently, the program will go on. We have our monthly H.E.R. Entrepreneur series, Asia series. We have our H.E.R. Health and Wellness series every month. And you could also list your business also if you're part of our digital member. Okay, so this is just some of the benefits. Some of our members are also, or partners, do have perks for the community, and this is where our community can enjoy as well. So the upcoming H.E.R. Health and Wellness Series session will be happening on the 29th of January 2021. Sorry, it's 2021, and the other Asia series will be 21st, and Singapore time. All right, on sustainability. Okay, so we have gotten the questions all done. I need all of you to just fill in the feedback form, really. Just scan the QR code or just type in bit.ly H.E.R. health. Okay, we greatly appreciate that. All right. Okay, and Daryl will share the link if you missed it. Okay, and well, stay in touch. Do like our Facebook page, H.E.R. Health Wellness, and Instagram also. And we do have our Facebook group on Holistic Health and Wellness Global. So our practitioners or attendees, feel free to join in if you would like to ask more questions after today's session. So we keep the conversation going. We'll continue it in the Facebook group. All right. Okay. Thank you so much, everyone. And well, it's happy Friday, right? So I wish all of you a happy Friday. And this is our last session for the year. So Merry Christmas to everyone and a happy New Year. Right, for those of you who would like to continue to network and ask questions to the practitioners, you like to stay back and network with them, feel free, just switch on your video and start talking. All right, anyone? Yeah. Okay, we've come towards the end of the segment already. So you could ask questions, you could network with them if you would like, right? If not, I'll see you next year. That's in January. Okay. Our snippet will be also shared on Facebook, not the entire thing. You need to attend. For those who like to have recording, we have premium passes. So in the future, if you like to have premium recording, or you are our member, so you will have recording of all of our sessions. Okay, thank you guys. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much, Tricia and Michael, for your time. Really appreciate that. Yep, feel free to type in your details if all of you you like to network with each other after you have more questions. If not, join us in our Facebook group so that you can continuously chat and ask more questions over here. Holistic Health and Wellness Global. All right. Okay. Thank you so much, and I look forward to receiving the feedback form from all of you. Thank you, and have a great evening ahead. See you.
Thank you, Renee.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tricia.
Attendees.
So Michael, I'll catch up with you very soon, okay?
Yeah, we should.
Okay.
Yeah, we are.
Meet you one day in person.
Say, sorry?
No, I mean Renee, to meet her one day in person.
Haven't met all of you in person yet.
Yeah, maybe I should give both of you a session. Yeah.
Wow, what session? An electro session.
And Tricia can pinch us also.
Definitely.
In the beach, right? In the beach, right? Yeah, like your video.
Now it's not limit. It's it's more than 8 person. So we have only 3 person can.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much. All right, let's connect again. Thank you, all of the attendees. If you have no more questions, then I'll see you next time. See you next year, January. Take care.
Merry Christmas and to everyone.
Happy New Year, everyone. Yeah.
Happy New Year, everyone. See you. Bye-bye.
Better New Year. Bye-bye.
Take care.